How do you reduce the negativity in your life? I know right now there's so much confusion, overwhelm, worry, and anxiety, so that's why I wanted to do this video, because I wanted to give you some tools that put you back in the driving seat so you can dial down some of those negative thoughts that you're having. Okay, I had a client this morning who had been for a lunch with the tennis club that she plays with. So there was a group of women, it was the women's tennis team, and they were all talking over lunch, and a lot of it was the general chit chat, but quite a large proportion of it, she told me, was gossiping about other women, what they were wearing, who they were dating, their marriage, what they looked like, latest plastic surgery they might have had, clothes down to handbags. So she was saying, she found it all a little bit draining. When she left, she realized that even though she thought it had been quite a nice lunch, actually she left and her energy was lower. Now, do you recognize this? This is what I call, these are people that I call energy vampires. When you spend time with people and you leave and you feel less than, it's almost like they've zapped your energy from you. Now, do you know people like this? Because we all do, there's some people that actually being around them, we leave them a little bit tired or a little bit full of self-doubt, maybe wondering, gosh, if they're thinking this about them, then maybe they're thinking negative things about me. It goes without saying that if you're spending time with people who are complaining about other people and putting them down, then maybe when you're not in the room, obviously, it may be that they're doing the same to you. So it can make you feel a little bit uncomfortable or very uncomfortable. So what I wanted to suggest is that maybe we don't spend so much time with those people. So first of all, becoming aware that that's how you're feeling is the first step. So if you leave someone and you just don't feel right, then ask yourself, is it because of that? So if it is, then actually one of the things you can do is obviously not spend so much time with that particular person or that group of people. But what you'll find is that complaining is contagious, because what she then did was she then got on the phone to her mum. She was driving back from the tennis club lunch and told her mum all about it. And she said her mum got really upset with her and they had a bit of an argument. And I said to her, look, it is really interesting to note that negative behavior can be contagious. Do you remember I did a video not that long ago about people being stressed in an airport lounge, and that sort of emanating just not from one person, but then within less than 2 minutes, the whole room was like agitated, checking their phones. So, it can spread very quickly. And it's the same with complaining. Like if you're with people that complain all the time, what you'll find is you'll leave and then you may well complain about them to someone else. So even if you're not complaining about anything else, you're complaining about them making you feel bad. So you can see how that complaining can be really contagious. So what I would do is stop that by becoming consciously aware of, number one, the people that you're hanging around with. Number two, if you don't feel comfortable in that environment, like this lady said, she felt compelled to sort of join in and make her own comments because otherwise she would have been sort of excluded or people would have wondered why she wasn't commenting. So what she decided to do was just sort of say, I don't really know them that well, which is a great tactic. It's about putting some distance, saying, I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry, what were you talking about? Oh, no, I didn't hear that. And then trying to distract them with another conversation, another topic. So you don't actually have to get down to that level because it is exhausting being around people like that. So then also, be very mindful that when you walk away, that's not forefront of your mind and then you're just passing that negativity on to somebody else, okay? Like my client did with her mum. And that led to tensions and her mum was upset. And in the end, she realised it was because she was a bit wound up and feeling uncomfortable from her lunch that she'd really taken it out on her mum. So you can see how it spreads. And then her mum felt upset, and then her mum had a bad couple of hours until she'd had her session with me, and she phoned her back and she said, look, this is sorry, and she apologized and she explained. So to dial down that negativity, I think it's really important that you notice if you are spending time with energy vampires who are zapping your energy, okay? And then curtailing that or not engaging in those conversations, just like my client did to some extent, and then making sure you don't pass that on, okay? Because I think right now there is so much negativity out there. It's very easy to watch the television and then just take that negativity that you see on the TV and then turn to someone and say, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. There's a difference between a healthy debate about something and just moaning and bitching, and that will bring you down. So have some things in your life that add some sparkle. I know some of you are in lockdown, some of you are going through some really tough times right now, but finding something that you enjoy doing, whether it's speaking to a friend that you really like on the phone, watching a funny movie, having a long bath with a glass of wine, playing with your kids, whatever it is, try and focus your energies on that, less on the negativity, and you will see a difference. Mwah. I hope this has helped.